What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and we are 3 weeks out. So after the five guys, we weighed in at 90.6, which was a 100-gram jump, leaving me 100 grams below my show day morning weight. So still in like a very depleted and good state, a little bit watery, as you can see from the pump shots. Well, you will see from the pump shots to follow. Big push session or chest session with a little bit of delts. Top up and a quick arm pump before the posing. Felt extremely strong. Had Shimmy there, and when Shimmy and Tony are there watching over you, it's like you kind of have to give it that little bit of extra oomph. So I gave it some, put on probably more weight, and felt stronger than probably about 6 weeks out of the first show of the season. So let alone three weeks out of the fourth show of the season, 4-show season. Who would have thought it? We've got the Wells coming up, baby. So yeah, felt really good. All my pressing felt good. Pump felt really good. And like, just aside from that little bit of water retention through the glutes and maybe like a film over my abs, tight and feeling good all over. But then with that comes a big old drop today, because we weighed in at 89.7 watts, which is 100 gram low. So I put on 800 grams and then dropped 900 the following day. So I'll be banned from the gym again. So another rest day. Following the 500 carb diet, steps. I took the steps. I'm on my way to the gym. Wish I was on my way to the gym. On my way to Tesco now. Grab some blueberries for the final meal of the day. And then when I get back, I've got a new flavour of protein drink to try, because my meal 3 was 40 whey and 100 cream of rice. So I'll do 15. Put 15 into the cream of rice and the other 25 with this meal. So I'll catch you in a second. Right, here we go. We've got the banana and pineapple. So we'll give it a try. There's 25 grams of isolate in an energy or in a carbonate form, very banana-y. Oh god, that is vile. That is absolutely vile. Right, I'll be seeing that off in one, trying to keep it down. But hopefully, I'll catch you in the morning for morning weight, and hopefully I'll be able to train. So I hope you see you in the gym. Right, I'm probably up here. It's been a tough couple of days, people. I've been banned from training for a couple of days. Hopefully that stays where it is. But first session back, and extra 100 grams of carbs going in the system. So that's going to come in the form of an extra 3 squares bars and some rice in a meal. So that's what we're going to do here. Got the honeycomb, got the squares bars, and you'll see a picture of the pre-workout meal, which is 200 cooked weight chicken breast, 100 raw weight jasmine rice, 21 butter, and 2 squares bars. And my post-workout, which will be 40 whey, 100 grams of Weetabix, and another squares bar. And that makes up the extra 100 grams for 3 squares bars. And then I'll have an extra bit of rice in meal 4 just to top it up, because that makes up about 75-80, and I'll make up the rest. So that's what's going down. I'm about to go and train. Back day in Norton. I'll get some clips and I'll catch up with you a bit later for the run through. Like I said, I haven't trained Sunday, haven't trained Monday. It's been horrible. We weighed in 90.1 today because I hit 89.7, then we went up to 90, and then 90.1. So let's get in the gym, extra food, hungry. In all sense of the word, I want to go and smash it, so let's go do it. Right, we are back, and I am flagging. But it was good to be back after a 2-day hiatus. I made sure to make it count. Obviously trained at Norton with Michaela today. On the screen you'll be seeing a little montage of everything we got done. Definitely liking how I'm looking. A touch on the flatter side, touch on the fresh side. What I mean by that is, obviously a couple of days off, I'm not going to be at my sharpest. The body's just freshened up. There's a little bit of water over the surface of the skin, as you can see from the pump shots to follow the training montage. All in all, super happy with that post-workout. I had a designer whey sample, that's called, right, from ESN, the strawberry flavour, in with the caramelised Weetabix minis. Oh my god, that was an insane combo, and the squares bar to make up the extra carbs. That's one hell of a post-workout combo, so it made me feel good. I'm on the back end now, starting to crash down. All my steps are done for the day. Brad's got me on a little bit of a ban not to do too much output, so that's what I'm doing. I'm laid up in bed between work blocks. I will get out of bed to do my next block of work, because I can feel myself drifting. Maybe I'll have a nap, but I very much doubt it, just to clear up on some messages and then get going again. But let's just pray that I'm allowed to keep training from here on out, because that was hard. I did not enjoy being off, and at least I got to go and hit a session today. Got to go train at Norton, freshened up, and then hit a nice back session on the equipment. Love the flex leverage pull down, love the magnum row. Just all in all, great session. And just super excited to be back. 3 weeks out, full 2.5 weeks out, probably as of tomorrow. Yeah, as of tomorrow. I say probably like I'm not counting down the days, but this is hard. 3 weeks out is the hardest week I found in prep. Between shows, 3 weeks out of the first show is when the real excitement comes, but 3 weeks out between shows, it's almost like no man's land. So it's just about making it count and digging in deep, because from the 2 weeks out mark, it's the final push into the fill. So let's push, let's feel what we're feeling right now. Let's see how far we can take it without spilling, eh? I'll catch you all tomorrow for the update. Right, hopefully this stays up. I haven't done a car vlog in a little while. We are fresh out of the gym from the final, like all out, I say all out, like high intensity leg day of prep. Next one will be more of a pump session again. Water on deck because at the post workout we weighed in at 90.1 again, so match weight from before. So Brad just said we'll run 2 days of the high day, updated high day from yesterday, which is the 500 plus an extra 100, which the extra 100 I'm getting from 3 squares bars and a little bit of extra rice in meal 4. This meal consists of 40 grams of whey and 100 grams of cereal and 1 squares bar. 2 inshores going down. You'll be seeing a compilation of the leg day on the screen anyway. Definitely a bit tighter than yesterday. Obviously taking 2 days off or 3 days off in the last, can't even think. Squares bar on deck, honeycomb and chocolate, caramelized Weetabix. Yeah, taking 3 days off in the last 4. Of course the body's gonna hold on to a little bit of water just from not moving as much and have as much activity. We want 40 grams of whey here. The ESN strawberry, which is beautiful by the way. Oh, nearly lost my lid, but yeah. Felt good. I felt super strong in the first couple of exercises. Undershot my pendulum, as you won't be able to see because it's a compilation, but undershot it with 4 1/4 plates and ended up getting 15. Here we go. There's that, and then that kind of set the precedent for the rest of the session, where I was half recovered from that. We still got it done. Intensity is what matters. And as you can see, we still shifted a bit of weight. POA for the rest of the day is eat this, not lose that squares bar, get that down me, get home, eat again, do a little digestion walk, and then I've got my meeting with Brad at 3 o'clock or 3:30. And just lay in my sorrows and pain for the rest of the day until tomorrow. Same again tomorrow with the diet. I'm coming and train shoulders and arms, and then we'll see where we're at on Friday. Okay, a little bit less watery today. You can see in the glutes where I like brush my glute. The skin's nice and thin. Just that little film of water. That'll come off with another day of training, I believe. See where we land tomorrow, and we go again Friday. Check in, set up the game plan for the final 2 weeks of the prep. That'll be the final 2 weeks of the prep. There's no more shows after this, so we make this one count. I'm gonna let this down me, get myself back home and do some work before my meeting with Brad. I'm absolutely starving, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Right, people. It is the 3rd and final day of the 600 gram of carb, like load sort of thing, refresh detox. Let's see if we can get on top of mymetabolism.com. We weighed in at 90.1 kilos. Just have a little scoop around the side of the cream rice, so a bigger bit there. So that's my post-workout, 100 grams of cream of rice. Today, instead of the rice bar, I did 2 rice cakes and 20 grams of jam to make up the 23 grams of carbs, less fats. But that's 40 grams of whey as well, mixed in with the cream of rice. But we've got a delivery here. Like I said, we weighed, if I did say, we weighed at 90.1, so that's the 3rd day of holding as well. So obviously we give. Right, here we go. Got my intro workout special. I have actually already opened this, but because I need to go and train, I use it today. The strawberry and pineapple, my favourite flavour of the hydration. Digest Pharma Pro, eating more food on a regular now, so it keeps me going. Have it 1 in the morning, and then, not at the moment, but when my food gets higher towards the 700 grams of carbs plus mark, I'll have 1 with meal 4 as well. So it's like twice in the day. And then some magnesium for my pre-bed. You would have seen that I've got the supplement needs one. This one's just a little bit higher dose. So what I'm going to do is do 1 and 1. And then on days where I'm a little bit more like inflamed, like after a big training session, I'll do 2 of these and 1 of them supplement needs ones. And then we've got another here going down, which I have 2 new Hydro Flows to try it. We've got the cherry flavour here. Well, I've already had the cherry one, but I had it before I started collecting, so I needed to re-up on that. And then a new flavour to try being the grape soda, and I will try that this evening. So I'll catch back up with you later to get that down the hatch, but on the screen you have seen some of my clips from chest day. Excuse me, firstly a set of the incline Smith press, The session went reverse pec deck, superset with pec deck, get some rear delt work and some chest work just to really open up. I feel like I can contract my chest once I've opened up like my scapula, and my rear delts aren't as tight, so they translated into a good strong gymnasium press exercise 2, Swift press being exercise 3. Then I moved into a superset of EZ bar extensions with straight bar cable curls, just a few sets there. I say a few sets there, I did 3 supersets, 2 of them being working sets, 1 warm up, 2 heaviers, and then moved into my final superset to finish the workout, which was a decline fly you'll be seeing with some dumbbell lateral raises. That's the chest session with a little bit of added on extras as well, because the way things are going, I might not be allowed to train tomorrow. So if I can't, at least I'll have a little bit of arms and delts volume. If I can, then I'll go and hit arms with some lateral raises for that session, a lighter session, that's for sure. But as you can see, we're starting to get a better grasp of the metabolism and my weight here, because we've held for a few days rather than it going up, down, left, right, and we don't know what's going on. So we're getting a better grasp. I'm feeling a lot better for it, that's for sure. Physique has tightened up over the 3 days with more food, which is great news. My body was just looking beat up. Good call from Brad to take me off training for a few days, although it felt horrible. Getting back on that first day was a little bit more watery, granted, because I haven't trained and I ate more food and I just didn't do as much. My body's beat up. All of the above, inflamed from a beat up body, gonna carry water retention. Less movement, although it's dropping inflammation, it's holding on to more water because I'm not doing enough to shift the water. And then, of course, the added food volume and water intake, leading to a more watery physique when I trained at Norton earlier this week. Then leg day, tightened up a little bit yesterday. Granted, I trained legs and my glutes were sore this morning, so that extra pause on my second set close stance of the squat press definitely did a number on my glutes. Probably why they were a little bit more watery yesterday, but still tightened up from the day before. And then today, I'm feeling like they're a lot better. Again, a little bit more watery, 1, because we're eating more food, 2, because I'm still not fully refreshed, and 3, because I trained legs yesterday. So all in all, happy with the physique, happy with how things are looking. It's just one of those things where I'm in no man's land at the 3-week out mark. When you have a bigger gap between shows, you do just have to spend a bit of time in no man's land. Of course, the first week I was just eating some food and refreshing, was meant to go back to a low day, or a medium day at least, and then my body started running away, so it didn't. Ran the high days through into 3 weeks out this week, and has continued it through 3 days on the high day diet, which is 500 carbs plus 100 grams of carbs from whatever I saw fit. I did 3 squares bars and some added rice for the few days, and then today I'm doing 2 squares bars, the jam of rice cakes, and a little bit of added rice in my next meal, and that is that. But I'm going to do a bit of work. It's shave day actually, so I need to start shaving now, and then I'll catch up with you later to give this a try. Catch you in a sec. Well, decided to throw my phone. But yeah, we've got the HydroFlow here, which is the... having a mare today. I've got HydroFlow here, which is that's the cherry one, the grape soda. So that's going down now. In there we go. Bottoms up, taste test going down. Let's see how we get on. Yeah, you can tell by the big gulp as soon as I to that first sip, it just hit. So that's it's a solid 9 out of 10, honestly. Right, I'll catch you tomorrow, see where we're going at. You will not believe what I've done. I've just filmed this entire bit with my camera facing the other way. Just had to check that I've actually turned it around. I hope I'm actually in shot. I said that last time. It's going to feel weird talking through the same things that I just said, but we had a great arm session. Before that, we weighed in at 90.1 kilos this morning, which is 600 grams below my stage weight. So still feeling good, still feeling tight, definitely on the flatter end. You can see that it gives off a little bit of water because obviously there's not enough pressure against the muscle because I'm still flat. But we are putting in new protocol to make sure that that doesn't remain and that changes. The fat blanket protocol is upon us, part 1. As you can see on the screen following the check-in photos, which I am happy with, all things considered. Like I said, just a little bit flat to fill out. Extra 6 rice cakes and 30 grams of almond butter split into my first and fourth meal of the day. So post-workout meal after the post-workout top-up, and obviously the first meal of the day being what's on the screen. Yeah, three rice cakes and 15 grams of almond butter added to the 200 grams of cooked beef mince, 3 whole eggs, and 100 grams of cream of rice. Big amount of fats to start the day. after my morning walk. Then following that, you can see the double squares bar protocol with the 200 grams of cooked weight chicken breast, 100 grams of raw weight jasmine rice, and the 20 grams of almond butter, which is my usual pre-workout meal. Then we went in and trained arms, so you can see the pump is pumping, the fat's kept the energy sustained, the carbs are definitely bringing it for the look, and you can see the difference of how my body just shifts a little bit of water when I go and train. That's about 2 litres of water, and the 2 high-day meals that you see on the screen, comparing that the initial check-in photos to the look that you see on the screen following the arms workout montage that I created for you. Still keeping on those tweaks, happy with how I'm looking. Just need to keep my chest up in the front lat. I'm putting my chest up in the side chest, which makes me look bigger and more imposing as a physique, I feel. And then it's just learning how to keep my glutes on while my hips are kicked back. I do it okay in the back lat spread, but more so the back double bicep high. You can see that I'm losing a little bit of glute definition and detail just by trading off for more back pop, but I'm just trying and setting my back and then tucking my glutes in afterwards, which I will master over the coming weeks, that's for sure, because we are closing in on 2 weeks out as of Sunday, which is in next week's vlog. But this 3 weeks out is the hardest week. It always has been in all of the preps that I've done. This is my second prep, but all of the shows that I've done now, I've done a fair few. This is going to be show 4 of the season, so this will be my 6th ever show. And after on my first season, there was a 3-week gap. Then I did a 3-week gap between my first 2 shows this year, 2-week gap from show 2 to the finals, and then a 4-week this time. 4 weeks out, I just had the majority of the week off, as you can see, and we still managed to stay lighter than show day weight, which is crazy, but it's also part of the game. Oh, we're halfway there. Whoa, coming for the worlds, losing my mind. So I'm going to end the video here before I continue to waffle on. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, click the notification bell so you don't miss me upload, and yeah, next time we will be 2 weeks out, so I'll catch you for that.